Alright, I believe you're recording. Yeah, alrighty. Alrighty. I don't want to play on. Deck 17, why not? Skilled bots. I see. What's the recommended? 4 to 8. Maybe 7 with me included. We can add one more. Glass. Let's add her. Glass, Zan, Glenlord, Leandri Cooper, Gordon. Oh, I already added her. Yeah, let's go with one of these custom scars. Digital Commando and Gordon Freeman. Gibalicious, modified corpses, which basically just gets more realistic ragdolls. Quad jump. Let's remove that one. You damage, why not? Alright. Actually, who am I playing as? Apparently nobody. Here, let's change that to... sure, it'll be a predator. With the voice of Ben Crosshair.
Give away their position every 5 paces by screaming out personal insults at the professional killer they can't see but know for a fact is in the room, currently training his sight to their big flapping potty mouths.
Alrighty.
Play.
It's a brutal world, but not as brutal as the physics.
Anyone else want some?
Oh, ouch. What the heck?
You die too easily.
I'm coming for you!
Yeah, it may indeed be fun to kill a rebel by throwing a corpse into a trained slaughter at his head, but it's a fleeting kind of fun while you still have 5 million other rebels shooting at you, and not all of them have family on hand.
I think you should fight someone much
Street racers, bunch of smirking sideways baseball cap wearing fuck scoffs, bobbing their heads in time with their hydraulics and extending random fingers. Your commander doesn't seem like he can run a bath, and you suspect the older obsolete cyborgs are all calling you a tosser behind their hand. Death would make things too easy, famine's a little too gradual, and the suave Ponzu might as well just save time and mace himself every time he opens his fucking mouth.
I just realized I need this. There we go.
Yeah, it may indeed be fun to kill a rebel by throwing the corpse of his estranged daughter at his head, but it's a fleeting kind of fun while you still have 5 million other rebels shooting at you, and not all of them have family on hand. You can't tell what's an enemy and what's an air conditioner until one starts maintaining the temperature and the other calls you rude names.
Rusty.
You are no match for me!
The shotgun sounds like God slamming his car door and is powerful enough to separate a fellow from his entire joy department.
Make things too easy. Famine's a little too gradual, and what the fuck's pestilence gonna do? Cough on, people.
Your commander doesn't seem like he can run a bath, and you suspect the older obsolete cyborgs are all calling you a tosser behind their hands.
Look at me! Look at me!
You like that?
Your gun auto-aims like your fussy mum is holding the barrel.
That's lucky.
He's absolutely no personality. He's a great big brick that gets in fights, going about things with an air of cold, angsty dispassion.
I'll take the help.
And the suave Pons, who might as well just save time and mace himself every time he opens his fucking mouth. No, being a harsh critic doesn't automatically lead me towards evil. It's my cannibalism that does that. All my opponents were earthworms. Their attitude eventually leads to them screwing the pooch so hard that the pooch has to lock itself in a bathroom for an hour with a tube of soothing cream.
Come on, I want a redeemer.
You like that?
There's angsty spice, serious spice, manly spice, ethnic spice, and of course the inevitable kooky spice.
You like that?
It's only a matter of time before you have to take home the coveted first prize in the Who Can Have the Noblest Death competition.
Oh, that's slap.
All my opponents were earthworms. Yea, it may indeed be fun to kill a rebel by throwing the corpse of his estranged daughter at his head, but it's a fleeting kind of fun while you still have 5 million other rebels shooting at you, and not all of them have family on hand.
About as much use as a blind car park attendant.
No, being a harsh critic doesn't
Wail on the
automatically
enemies
lead
like
me
you're mining for
towards
silver,
evil.
then
It's my
nasal-
cannibalism that does that. Street racers, bunch of smirking sideways baseball cap wearing.
Start pounding your keyboard so hard that it starts snowing Cheeto dust. A lot of this may be something to do with her refusal to take off her fucking high heels in the middle of a zombie-infested city, but what do I know about fashion?
Your gun auto-aims like your fussy mum is holding the barrel.
It is, at the end of the day, fun to kick your ex's new boyfriend into exposed wiring.
Come in. Oh, yes.
There's angsty spice, serious spice, manly spice, ethnic spice, and of course the inevitable kooky spice.
Run, coward!
And a technique I like to call the oh fuck this.
I am bulletproof!
Their attitude eventually leads to them screwing the pooch so hard that the pooch has to lock itself in a bathroom. What are you going to do if there's no more than 10 feet away?
Spend the entire game having a prolonged who can have the noblest death. Combat is useful in a combat situation as a cat with a miniature fishing rod attached to its head.
Yeah,
Death would make things too easy, famine's a little too gradual, and what the fuck's pestilence gonna do? Cough on people!
Alright, do one more. What are we gonna do? Junkyard. Just for kicks, let's do Instagib. And this could get messy. Or it could. Let's increase this by 20. And I think this will be. Yeah, throwing these two. Alright. Yep. Disoriented here. Okay.
Play.
Your gun auto-aims like your fussy mum is holding the barrel. Give away their position every 5 paces by screaming out personal insults at the professional killer they can't see, but know for a fact is in the... The ponciest ponce that ever ponced past a poncing parlour.
Perhaps useful in a combat situation as a cat with a miniature fishing rod.
The ponciest ponce that ever ponced past a poncing parlour.
It doesn't automatically lead me to...
Characters can absorb so much damage you think they were written by Frank Miller or something.
Your aim through a rifle scope wavers like you've just spent the last few days bobbing for apples in a vat full of ether.
I'm just a simple man trying to make money.
Your outfit's so mismatched, you look like you put on a magnetic leotard.
It has only just begun.
Did you ever warm the frozen hearts of audiences worldwide in City of Lost Children? No? Well, shut up then!
Earthworms.
All my opponents were earthworms. You can't tell what's an enemy and what's an air conditioner until one starts maintaining the temperature and the other calls you rude names. He's absolutely no personality. He's a great big brick that gets in fights, going about things with an air of cold, angsty dispassion.
Keep crying, baby!
About as useful in a combat situation as a cat with a miniature...
The more times this happens, the more evil and stupid they get.
You're a newly created super secret agent with a body full of...
Did you ever warm the frozen hearts of audiences worldwide in City of Lost Children?
great idea
No?
for a game
Well,
these people
shut up
would love.
there. It comes with a special USB glove ripple, and
The
you get
shot doesn't sound like God slamming his car door and is powerful enough to separate a fellow from his entire joy department.
Yeah, it may indeed be fun to kill a rebel by throwing the corpse.
I was told we would be fighting next!
And the suave Ponzu might as well just save time and mace himself every time you...
When a fireball from an artillery unit drops out of the sky and flattens you, then you'll
They're
pop
actually
into cover
the
for
best
3/4 of a
idiots
second
that
and have a
poop
little
so
cry.
hard.
You are dead! Not a big surprise.
The ponciest ponce that ever ponced... I am a monster truck that walks like
Your
a
aim
man.
through a rifle scope wavers like you've just spent the last few days. Spend the entire game having a prolonged who can have the noblest death competition.
Death would make things too easy, famine's a little too gradual, and what the fuck's pestilence gonna do? Cough on people!
Come on, you fat ugly, come and...
Start pounding your keyboard so hard that it starts... You're a newly created super secret agent with a body full of nanotech augmentations, all of which are apparently located...
Death would make things too easy, famine's a little too gradual, and what...
Oh, that slaps me on...
It is, at the end of the day, fun to kick your ex's new boyfriend into expose.
It's only a matter of time before you have to take home the covet. All my opponents were earthworms. Even if you were complimenting his mother on her potato bake, you'd still threaten her with disintegration.
Run home to mama!
So much blood.
You think you are coming in here?
Looks like they're wearing ghillie suits made of dinnerware.
Won the match.
We need a GIF for this. Alrighty. You know what? Let's go crazy. Super Berserk. For your mutators. 100. Let's see what 100 looks like. What map do I want to use? Hyperblast 2, why not? Alrighty.
Play.
Wail on the enemies like you're mining for silver in their nasal cavities.
Fail.
You cannot hide, coward!
Wail on the enemies like you're mining for silver, and then even if you were complimenting his mother on her potato bake, you'd still threaten her with disintegration if the apple crumble is not up to standard. I am a monster truck that walks like a man. This is a 14-year-old's idea of masculinity.
About as much use as a blind car park attendant.
And the suave Ponzu might as well just save time and mace himself every time he opens his fucking mouth.
A lot of this may be something to do.
Okay, I'm just gonna spectate this.
This is a game that you play for maybe an hour or so.
Observe this madness.
A lot of this may be something to do with her refusal to take off her fucking high heels.
Okay. Oh, that's glorious. Oh, can the Freeman
He doesn't
make
seem
it?
to take a hint, this guy.
Can the Freeman make it? Ah, the Freeman doesn't make it.
A lot of this may be something to do with her refusal to take.
That's Jango Fett's top. Oh my gosh. Alright, I think that's gone on long enough. Well, that'll be it for now.